on Facebook? Hey,
I'm gonna go check YouTube.
all right, Mike, listen.
All right.
I'm gonna ask you. Nothing's off limits, right?
What?
You?
I need to mute this.
Here. Which you need to go to?
No, mute the TV though.
No, I'm not gonna talk shit to you. I'm not fucked up.
Yeah. Hey, Derek's girl, don't let him talk to you like that. Smack him.
Oh no.
Fuck no, she know better.
Shit.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
That's
Okay.
where you get your ass whooped in front of
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah, you see, she ain't say kicked out though. She said ass whooped. Two different things.
Hey,
Different.
tell him, girl, tell him what's up.
What?
It looked like we're on a security camera.
That's creepy.
It looked like we're on a security camera on YouTube, but it works.
I feel like I'm spying on people. Wait, go on there. I want to see what you look like.
So that's Slink, that's Tony, that's Mike.
Go on there.
Hey, Mike, look how
Damn,
I
that shit big as
shared.
fuck. I didn't even see it.
You about to in about 3 seconds.
He said, this shit might big as fuck.
Damn, they sound like they're about to get freaky. If you wasn't paying no attention.
What is he on? What?
This Tony.
That's what I'm saying. Like, point the camera that way.
That's
Like,
delayed as hell.
that's what it is on live. It's delayed.
As
Yeah, live is always delayed.
that was trippy.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. Live is delayed like Mike's reaction time.
Hey,
Hey, every
Tony's
time y'all
reaction
race
time.
beside each other, I got $100 that Mike likes better than
Hey.
yours.
Hey, how you gonna check lights? You don't get tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell no.
No.
Because it's all brand new surface. It's going to be a junk. It's literally. Oh yeah. I'm taking my small tire car.
You lay down.
Yeah, you can go ahead and test, sir. Do what?
God.
Hey, last time I seen him, he was on his back. So.
Yeah, racingviz.inc.
Yeah. How long been racing or been racing? So I started, and so I was at the very first one with small tire, and I chased it until 20. 20 they had COVID. 21 I went big tire. No, I helped a lot of people. But we won the small tire points championship in 2019. For small tire, it paid 20 grand. But yeah, it was, so you won whatever you won through the races, and then the championship was 20 grand. I mean, it was, man, I had a lot of fun though. I mean, I learned a lot. I got to see, no, I got to see a lot. I got to help a lot of people, meet new people. So it was a good time. They can't hear who? Us or you?
No.
Yeah, it's working. It's working. It's working on YouTube.
Where'd you go?
I'm right
I can
here.
hear you on YouTube.
Oh, there you
I had to check something.
They said they can only hear
What
me.
platform they say they can't hear you on?
Hey, Stat Guy said he can't hear you at all. I
You're
told him
working on YouTube. You working on YouTube. Just keep it going. It's working on YouTube. So well, tell everybody to go to YouTube. Just put a message in the comments. They can't hear you, Mike. Just you got to text it in the chat.
This guy,
Mike. Stat Guy said spit the dick out. He can't hear you. You're the only one he can't hear.
God,
huh?
Man.
Big kick right now. No service.
She wants to come out from underneath the table, and I said,
Oh God. Mm.
You're next to him. Because he's a dick.
I don't see nothing on Kid. Yeah.
We started the very first NPK at 17. So, dude, so 2017 until the end of this year, I've only missed one race. Oh, at 19 we won a bunch of money, but other than that, I come big time. All I did is spend money.
Yeah. I'm checking this.
What's up? Last year I came on with Justin, and I was just he was teaching me things, teaching me about the cars, the way things work, how gentle you have to be putting the things together. But pretty much I drove the merch trailer around, worked on the car, learned, set up, tore down, and did his social media stuff.
Hey, Mike, you want to hear something funny?
What do you want?
I just got 5 text messages so they can hear all of us on YouTube and not Mike. Hold on. I'm texting Stat Guy back and forth.
Just wasn't meant for you. Mm.
They hear everybody else. It's got, I mean, they must have it set to important people.
Yeah.
It might be all that microphone. That might be that microphone, man. You might just have to come straight out of your computer. From this live one, you probably come straight out from the microphone from the computer. Okay, I got you. I'm pushing it out on to everybody to YouTube anyway.
What do you mean? So there's no drama about me and Justin actually when we split up. I was looking for a slower paced lifestyle rather than work 80 to 150 hours a week and then just not even come home. So I just wanted a slower paced lifestyle. So when I went to him, I said, "Hey, listen, it's a little bit of a money issue, but really, you know, I'm just tired. It's tiring. I get it, but I got an opportunity. I could do something else. Well, first, my plan was not to come up here where I am now. My plan was to stay in Florida and go to work for my uncle. Well, we couldn't agree on a price. You know, he wanted to pay me dirt money for doing a lot of work. I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put myself in that position. So I made a phone call up, and I hit up one of my buddies. He's also a racer, Clay. So I said, hey, man, I have this thing with Justin. It's a contract. It's a non-compete. But I just want to come up there. I want to work for your company. You know, I just want to help work. You know, when you're gone racing, I can help. You know, stay in the company, keep things rolling. But other than that, per se, what the no compete says is I can't do anything that Swan Gang or Justice Washington Racing is into. So, but that's a wide array of things as well. So, I mean, I'm not really sure what I can and can't do with that non-compete.
You can do anything you fucking want. That non-compete ain't nothing but toilet paper, dude. Hey, trust me. I trust me. It's only good in the state it's wrote in, and it's only good for a set number of months. And then if that's how you make a living, nobody, no judge will ever stop you from making a living. It's worth fucking toilet paper.
So
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
No, listen, he can't send that because it ain't no good.
So I'm honoring the non-compete right now, and you know, maybe he'll drop it, maybe he won't, he probably not, but I'm honoring it right now because I left as friends. Yeah. I Yeah, so we left it as friends. Now, early on when I first left, there were a lot of daggers thrown my way, but I kept quiet. I didn't go on the internet. I didn't do nothing. I kept quiet. There's still some daggers thrown a little bit at me right now still, but other than that, I mean, I just kind of look past it and I'm just trying to be like the bigger person and just I'm going to honor it so that we can stay friends. Like if Justin needs something, if he's ever here in Missouri and he needs something and he's like within like 2 hours and I have it or I can help him, he call me up and I go help him. But exactly. So, but also I want to go help Clay, you know, like they're steadily on me like come on, just come on, and then they're you know I'm like I can't work on the car, and then we're like, well, can I sell merch? Can I just go and help sell merch maybe and just be a face? Because you know the non-compete pretty much goes off of what somebody taught you. Well, I didn't get taught there to sell things. You know, I was taught to learn how to work on a race car. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, so am I allowed to go sell merch and that non-compete, not even be a part of it? Or so you know, I have some questions. Go ahead, Tony. What do you got?
Listen, business is business, friendship's friendship, right?
Hmm.
Period. Period. Your business has nothing to do with your friendship. There is no non-compete when you go intrastate. There's no the non-compete's only good for the state it was written. It's only good for a set number of months, and it's only good if he paid for training and all these certain aspects, right?
I did. I got paid to train.
All right,
I
but
did. I got paid to learn.
But as soon as he went out of state, that non-compete's no good. Soon as
Actually, it doesn't. It doesn't say. It doesn't say none of that. It just says I can't do what Swan Gang and Justin Swanstrom Racing.
listen,
That's what it says. It doesn't say I
look,
can't go to NPK. But Justin said, you know, he put all this time. It wouldn't be right. I agree. It's not right. But you know, I wouldn't mind going to just be a face and helping Clay out, selling merch, driving the rig around, keeping company. But I'm scared to do that because I don't want people to come back and be like, oh, you're fucking off with Clay and you left Justin high and dry.
listen.
I didn't leave Justin high and dry.
I understand his thinking on it. I truly do. Not mad at him at all for having you convinced that you can't do it. I'm not mad at him at all. What I'm saying is it's no good. It's just flat out no good. We've tried to do non-competes. Okay, in my business, with tuning, with training, with all this shit, I tried to do non-competes. I did it. Well, well, so to write up the correct non-compete, my attorney wanted $125,000 because it's pages and pages and pages. I had a guy sign one. There were some deals left. He left, whatever, was tuning out of state. Couldn't touch him. Could not touch him. There was nothing I could do. Even had I had the attorney draw it up, it's only good for the state you're in. It doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Does not matter. The non-compete is only good for the state it's written in. You ask any attorney, I promise you, dude. I wouldn't say that on live TV if I didn't know the facts. But and I'm like I said, I get why he did it. All right. I get 100% why he did it. I get why you don't want to do it, but I'm just telling you, you have a right to make money. Okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you cannot make money.
Yeah, I understand that, but also, I did think about it at the beginning when all them daggers started getting thrown at me, and they were nonchalant daggers too. They were daggers. They were actually really cool.
I bet
the
they
way
can hear
that
me.
they threw them in there at me.
Chat, can y'all hear me?
So I was like, you know what? I wasn't gonna honor it, but then I sat back and thought about it. And I was like, me and Justin we're still good friends. We still talk every now and then, and wished him a happy birthday and stuff. And but I don't want to lose something like a good friend.
Try YouTube and Facebook. M Chandler.
Yeah. So
They can hear me. I'm good. I'll call you back, Ethan. Thanks, Bo.
As far as what I'm gonna do this year, I know unless Justin does drop the non-compete, which he probably won't, I won't be working on Clay's car. Well, the NPK car. He has other cars and stuff I'm gonna help out on. But right now I'm just gonna be in the process of seeing if I can even go and just help with merch and stuff. Like, am I even allowed to do that, or is it gonna piss somebody off? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 28 years old.
What are you gonna do if
28 years old.
What are you gonna do if he says no? You can't even sell merch.
I'll go to a fucking USPCA or something and volunteer with the dogs and stuff. Look great for my Tinder profile. I don't know.
Ricky, you should come hang out with me in my merch tent, honey. I love you.
Oh, of course, yeah. Just make sure my future wife is there, though.
So if you had a text or a call from either Justin or anybody from his team that's saying, "Hey, Slinky, I better not see you at on another NPK team this year."
No. It wasn't sent to me. He has posted some videos and stuff because I can't tell you how many times he has said it, posted it, put it in videos, on and on. People still ask, "Where's Slinky?" And then the whole drama the other night on Facebook, somebody had posted, Clay, you and Clay race, and if Clay beats you, you drop the non-compete and stuff. There's a lot of drama with that. I'm 28 years old. I don't like drama anymore. I don't want to be a part of the drama. I'm trying to focus and build my life right now, and I'm trying to start all over. So it's a little difficult to actually get into the drama. I can go. I can go to the race working on Clay's car, but do I want to deal with all the court stuff if Justin decides to do that? Take me to court and all
How's
that
he
stuff.
go? I mean, no offense. I understand why Justin did it, and I understand that you're respecting that. But if we're running Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings, that's going to be a lot of time to take off to do something like that. I think you could you maybe go to him and just talk to him about it and see if he's okay with it. But I don't think he's going to be. He said it in the video. He's not. He said he's not okay with it. He made the deal. It was business. Yeah. And I know. Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you think about that, Tony? He said he made a deal with Slinky. You knew about it up front, right?
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is people break deals all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're going. So I wanted to
break deals all the time.
Oh, Tony, go on, baby, go on. What you got?
Season 6, the whole preview is about.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, when it comes to a deal breaker, I'll only give my word and hold my word if somebody holds their word to me. That's all I'll say. Okay,
so give us a little insight on that, Tony. You keep saying that, and you said that he backstabs you, right? Is that what you said? I mean, I'm trying to feel like this is a podcast. We'll talk it out right here.
So
Season 6.
Here's how I felt. And I'm going to refrain from saying anything negative about him because he's not here to defend himself, right? And we squashed what we had. Once it was done, it was done. But I feel like I was done completely wrong during that whole deal.
Why? That's what a lot of people want to know. Like, this is what we want, the details, we want them juicy details. I'm like, you said that, and I understand that, and you got in the fight.
So here's the deal. We went to it was no everybody knew we were struggling. We weren't hiding it. You know what I mean?
First of all, who was you on the team with when you got in the fight?
So we were on Justin's team. We were with Jim Howe, John Odom, Justin, Callie, and me.
Yeah.
And when we left here and we went to Idaho, we get to Idaho, and Justin had come to us and he said, "Hey, man, listen, if anything happens to where, because Jim had wrecked his car, right?
Right.
So Jim, John, and myself had to race our way in. Okay?
Right.
So when that happened, he said, look, if Jim and John draw each other, I feel like you should switch. We have a better chance with a team. If them two are in, I know you're struggling working on your program, and I was struggling. And I said, all right. I said, it is what it is. I'm a team player, and we'll do whatever we got to do for the team.
Right.
So that's what we did. He said, look, you're not going anywhere. We're going to stay with the same team all year. I was like, all right, that's fine. I'll work on my program. So I swapped chips. I swapped chips with John. So I had to race Jim, and I didn't have my shit together. I got beat. So we worked on it. We got faster. We got better. We blew the motor up against Page in Outlaw Big Tire.
Oh, the burn down.
So oh dude, that was horrible. So we leave there. Well, the same thing happened to your dad. So we leave there. We go to Colorado and put a new motor in the car. I mean, I spent all week by myself. You was there. You seen it.
Yeah.
By myself out there working on the car all week long.
Right.
Trying to make, I put a short block together, had the wrong heads for the other motor, had to take them off those, completely rebuild them in my trailer in the parking lot of Colorado. Got the car running, made a hit, wasn't super comfortable with it. I had to make some changes, just a completely different motor. We did that. We leave there, we go to Las Vegas. And he comes up and he's like, man, you're on the chopping block, you're close, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, I know, I'm trying. But what happened to, we was going to stick to, whatever teams there was. So he leaves, the cameras leave, he comes back, he's like, man, this is just for TV, we ain't going nowhere. I was like, all right. So we get up there, we chip draw, I raced my way in. I was damn good at racing my way in. I just couldn't bust a grape once I got in.
Yeah, you did good.
Yeah.
So I raced my way in, and him and Callie drew each other. And he's like, man, I don't think anybody will trade me and Callie. Why don't we? And I said, look, we'll trade. I'm still working on my program. I'm still working on the car. I said, but, he goes, look, ain't nobody going anywhere, so let's do that. And so me and her traded, so I raced him. Well, we ended up beating him, right? We actually had a really good run. I think we went 3 rounds that race.
What race was that? Texas?
Yeah.
That was Las Vegas.
No, Vegas. Never mind.
Vegas. Yep. And blew the motor up in the in the quarterfinals, I think, against Jeff Lutz. Blew the motor up. So we leave Las Vegas. We drive home. We get home I drove straight through. We left Las Vegas that night. Drive straight through. Get home. I'm searching and scrounging for parts, get a motor together at the last minute, finally get to
Dragway
the track
42.
over at 42.
Dragway 42.
Friday morning at I don't know, it was Thursday night. Friday morning would have been 3 or 4 in the morning.
Right.
Get 2 hours of sleep, get up and finish putting the motor together there. And that's when I find out right there that, somebody had put a birdie in my ear. Hey, he's wanting to trade you. He's wanting to do this. He's wanting to do that. But he never said nothing to me, right?
Right.
Never told me he was going to do it. He just kept telling me, hey, we're going to stay with the same teams. Fast forward and we get over to, where's the next race at?
Michigan. No, Maple Grove.
No. Alabama?
No, Pennsylvania. Maple Grove. Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, North Carolina, Alabama, Texas, Arizona.
So in North Carolina, I find we're struggling again. You know, new motor, new everything because we kept blowing our shit up. So we're there in North Carolina, and I'm like, look, what's going on? I didn't race my way in. We lost. We just couldn't. I couldn't find what was going on with the car. So he goes, well, I don't know. I went to his trailer, right?
Right.
I don't know what's going to go on because Jim was telling me, hey, John can't make it, so he's going to put you in John's place. Well, I didn't know anything about it. So when I went to his trailer, that's what I was like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm like, okay. So he could have moved somebody else up, put them in their place, or just brought me in their place, whatever, for points. So then the last minute, he puts me in at their points. And that's when I find out from Murillo. Murillo come to me and was like, hey, dude, your dude's going behind your back and talking shit and trying to trade you off and this, that, and the other. And I was like, what?
Yeah, this was at Galat, right?
Yeah, so like all these people coming to me, but he never said nothing to me. Not one word. He had just told me the whole time, oh, we're not trading.
Yeah,
So,
I noticed you mad in the team meeting at Galat. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I did a lot of shit for a team that did not have my. So I'm very loyal. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's done. So I got mad. I got mad as fuck. And I don't get that. You all have seen me. I don't get that mad very often. But I did. I got mad and I swung on him. I got my ass whooped for it. And you know what? It was what it was. I'm a man. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stick up for myself. Right, wrong, or indifferent, and I expect anybody else to. So
there's going to be a bunch of different opinions on that, when it airs and stuff. But like I said, I think a lot of people will side with you as far as you sticking up for being a man of your word and going to stick up what you think's right. Not many people do that in today's time. They just bow down and go with it. But that's what you believe.
All they do is, here's the problem: they don't even do that. They just talk shit behind your back. Say they're going to do this, and then they don't do nothing.
Well, I think Justin, not to take up for him, but I think Justin is like a no confrontational type of guy. But with that being said, doing that, it's sort of like going behind your back by not just being a man and coming to you and talking to you about it. But listen, that team deal did put a lot of captains in a lot of pressured ass situations, right? Wouldn't you think it'd be hard?
But had he come to me and was like, Tony, look, we got to make a change. And I don't care if he'd said, dude, for TV, I got to do something. We're all sucking. We got to do something. If he'd have come to me and said, look, you're just shitting the bed. I know what I told you, but, dude, I can't stick to it. We got to gain some ground here. I just said, all right, no problem, whatever.
Right.
I feel like the way he did it, like he lied to me. He cost me a bunch of points, cost me a bunch of time. Like I said, now everybody keeps asking me, I'm not mad at him. It's over with. We're done. We moved on. I see him. I'll share a beer with him. It is what it is.
Right, but you're always going to have that. I think from here on out, since that time, you're always going to have that tension. I swear, I think you're going to have some sort of tension every time.
Nah,
what about Corey? What about his dad?
I'm way different, man. I'm way different. I can let shit go.
I think his dad's the same way. I mean, his dad's probably let it go. I mean, you cool with Corey now, or you don't talk, or you haven't talked to Corey about it?
I ain't talked to any of them, really. I mean, I talked to Justin a little bit that day, but, no, I'm good. For real, I'm good. We can do what we do. We're men, right?
I think if that asphalt, you wouldn't have slipped on that asphalt, it'd have been a different story, wouldn't you think?
Listen, I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck happened, dude.
I know.
I ain't been that mad. I couldn't tell you how long. I told her why. I was like, man, I don't.
You told me. I was like, man, don't do it. And you was like, no, I'm going to. I was like, oh, fuck. And then
that's the problem, because I told somebody, I said, if he does this, I'm swinging on him. And that's the problem. I done said it. So if I tell you I'm going to run naked down the road, I done said it. Now I got to do it. It is
but that's like the jumping off the bridge story too. If you say you don't always have to do it. But I respect Tony for sticking up for his word. Is what I'm saying. Like with the whole thing, right or wrong, indifferent or not. Like he had his opinion on it. He stuck up for what he believed in, and that's what a lot of people in America need to do today. They don't stick up for what they believe in. No. So that's a good thing. That's a good positive note out of it.
Well, like I said, now it's scratched. It's done. Look, I let it go when you went and offered somebody $5,000 for my spot. I didn't get mad at you and stay mad at you.
Yeah. God, I forgot about that one. Oh no.
What's she talking about? Hey, that's the woman we're gonna bring the hammer up.
No.
That was the hammer lady right there.
Oh God, Tony,
The hammer to a fist fight.
The hammer.
You what?
that what you call your little downstairs, the hammer?
I really thought. I mean, I'm not joking. I really thought Renee and Justin's mom was about to get into it.
No. Listen.
Now, Renee, back up.
Renee. Here's this is no bullshit, right? Like this
She's
is
holding
no
her tongue,
bullshit.
biting her tongue. I get it.
Here's what I'll tell you. You know, everybody says they got to ride or die, right?
Yeah.
Like when I tell you this bitch is ride or die, a woman said something bad to me at the drag strip, and she beat her eyes shut. I'm telling you, like she beat her eyes shut. She don't play. When it comes
What
to
is
me,
it
she
about
will-
you, Tony? Shit, what do you got? What are you
listen.
packing, bro?
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about.
God, dog, man.
Hey, no, listen, no shit. I'm telling you, she would kill her own kid for me. Like this girl is ride or die for real.
No, Tony's probably got a net worth of 20 million. Just don't tell anybody.
No,
I think it is.
So, I mean,
I'm a loyal person, and I would back up this team. As long as you don't stab me in the back, you don't lie to my face, you're not two-faced, I got you.
do you hold grudges, Renee?
I do.
fuck yeah, she does.
Are you? She's still upset about it. I mean, like she's not gonna let it go. I mean, for season
Renee?
7.
Renee's a redhead. She won't let nothing go.
So season 7, if we go into season 7, we go into a driver's meeting or whatever, and there's a possibility something, you know, we're gonna drop it
She ain't allowed to show up.
until we figure out what's going on.
She has to stay at the merch tent.
Yeah.
She ain't allowed to leave the merch tent. Period. Period.
I just
Even
know
if I
that
gotta come and keep an eye on her.
I know things were very hostile there in Alabama. You missed that race, Derek. I was trying to get you to go. Derek is going to come, and he's going to be like Derek's going to be like what you was doing for Justin with me. So, but I'm not making him sign up.
Whoa. Hold on. Hey, tell him everything you did. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't roll like that.
But I ain't making him sign no. I'm not making him sign no non-compete because Justin. Honestly, I'm going to take up for Justin here. I mean, that's his business. That's his livelihood. Like it is with Tony's too. But
It's a million other people that does the same thing that he does too, though. It's a million other people in races that does the same thing he does. I don't understand why he would put you in that predicament. He knows you're gonna go to somebody else in the Prep Kings. He know that. I mean, you don't want you to work for him no more or whatever happened. I mean, you know you want to keep.
Well, I mean, no, he wanted Slinky to still work for him. Slinky left on his terms, but the reason why Slinky left was he had a real career like opportunity. Not saying that wasn't a real career opportunity, but he could jump up, you know, from here to here really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just
But
didn't turn
I
out like
think
that.
with what Slinky was doing when he went with Justin, he thought it was going to be something else than what it was. I think maybe like you enjoyed it, but it might have been the money. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Listen, at the end of the day, we all get burned out on something, right?
Right.
Like,
I wasn't burned out though.
It just wasn't a good fit for him because he either wanted to change his life, he wanted to change his speed. Obviously, you wanted to change something.
What
right?
was it?
I wanted,
Okay, so that doesn't mean it's wrong, right? Can't nobody tell you what you want or what you believe is wrong.
Right.
You're the only one who can decide what's right for you in your life.
What was the
I got it
driver?
right.
What was the driver like that was like wanting you like you were like, all right, I can't do this anymore. What was the point, or when you was like, hey, I'm done with this? Like, what was the breaking point?
So, I had a bad patch for a few years in my life, and I was down here at the bottom. And I worked for Justin's dad, Corey, for, 4.5, almost 5 years.
Oh, so I didn't know that. So you worked for Corey,
yeah.
and then you left Corey to go to Justin?
Yeah, well, me and Justin have been friends since we were, knee-high to a grasshopper. It was like 6th grade, me and Justin were good friends.
Right.
And so a bunch of stuff happened in my life, and I ended up down here, and I stayed down here. When I went and worked with Justin, I come up here a little bit, and I was starting to see the finer things in life, but I couldn't quite reach them yet. So I wanted to be in a position up here to where I could finally reach the things, but whenever I turned down my uncle for over money issues, I ended up actually coming way up here, and I'm actually doing really good up here now.
Okay. So you moved up in your career, and you still want to be a part of NPK, but you want to do it as like a secondary, like side income if you could, or just for fun. You just like and enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't want to get paid to do that stuff. I mean, we got what do we do? There's a Chevelle across the street. My roommate Bobby. He's Clay Cole's crew guy. He's the #1 guy.
Right.
He's really good at what he does. And he has a '70 Chevelle. Spent a couple weeks getting that together, and we went down there. We were going to race Kai Kelly down there in Texas at that small tire no prep thing. I had more fun just doing that for fun than I did the whole NPK season, actually like working and getting paid to do it, because it wasn't a job, it was for fun.
Right. Okay. Renee's in the pictures. Does she want to talk?
No.
No, I seen her come in. Like I was like, is she gonna be fine this year? Everything's good. No grudges. We're gonna go and have fun, and everybody's gonna smile.
Should be good. Should be good.
You gotta let it go. You can't hold that grudge, Renee.
She does. She does.
Hey, what did I say?
This
What did I
year,
say?
these past couple years have been really rough. And I'm tired of being treated like the underdog and being kicked around like a little lost puppy. Guess what? I'm a bitch and I can sit on the big porch with the big dogs. I ain't scared.
Well, who when you say tired of being treated like the underdog, who's treating you like the underdog though? Who are you referring to?
We get kicked around like a lost puppy all the time. People talk about us. I had worked with a certain driver, a popular driver on the line. I'm not going to mention no names, but by the end of that conversation, because I called his ass out on his lies, him being a coward, him being a hypocrite, he gave me a hug and told me he respected me. And he may not like me, that's okay, but I called him out on his bullshit.
She's called me out before. She thought I said something. I said, I didn't say that like that. Remember?
She called me out too.
Is that the Alabama race? She come up to me and said, did you say this, motherfucker? I was like, whoa. She had a hammer in her hand and everything. I said, no.
I don't play. I'm not into the drama and the bullshit and the lies and the games. You want to come for me? I wear a crown because I'm a queen. And I will protect myself. I will protect what's mine. And I'm not going to play these games.
Do you think NPK is a lot of drama?
Yeah.
So if there was a guy that was running Pro Mod right now and he's like, hey, I want to come over to NPK, how is it?
Hey, well, first off, you wouldn't be able to run. You wouldn't be able to run an NPK if you're coming.
Nah, like he's asking, like, no, he's just like, hey, I want to know, how is it? Is it like a soap opera over there? Is it really what they say it is? Is it Is it drama? Is it relationship stuff? Like, I got involved in that a little bit.
It's the best racing you can ever do, right?
Right.
With some of the baddest drivers on the planet. Like, in my opinion, we race like we're racing like the highest class we're gonna race, especially in our era. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But is there drama? There is. Just keep yourself away from it. Figure out who's your friends and who's fake and who's real.
Do you think with them not doing teams this year? Sorry to interrupt. Do you think with them not doing teams this year that it's going to be better and less drama and just more racing, or going to be more drama?
Well, listen, it was screw your neighbor before. It wasn't no teams.
Nope.
You know what I mean? It was whatever you could do to get, like, dude, come on. You're buying and trading people and selling people and, like,
Honestly, I think after that season airs in April coming up, I think it's going to be a good season for TV. I do.
Tony, that joke in Vegas. Was it Vegas or was it Michigan, Tony? God, dude, that was such a bad joke.
What joke?
No, good.
Dude, it was funny. Listen, Bodie said it was funny. Because I called Bodie and said, hey, can't I? He was like, I don't give a shit, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
What? Well, you got to say it. We don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Bodie traded somebody, right? I said, welcome to 2023 No Prep Kings, where a black man can sell a white guy.
I didn't even hear that one. That's funny as fuck.
I thought it was funny as shit. I would, you know me. I'm funny. Like, I don't.
He's the biggest kid I got in my house.
I don't care what anybody does. Like, I just want to have fun. If I can't laugh at
It's the thing now. Everybody don't have no entertainment. Like, everybody just want to be so serious. Like, can't be serious all the time.
Hey, listen,
I got more. They ain't serious over here.
I got more shit. Like, this is bad to say. Dude, I got more shit from white people than I did black or Hispanic people. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm just being funny.
So
like,
how do you think that season 6 going to air on that deal, how do you think it's going to make you and Renee look? Are y'all worried about what?
Crazy bitch for bringing that hammer up to the line. But
You did. I didn't know you brought it.
God.
Okay,
Yes,
To
you
the
brought it.
line.
no, this is not fair. This is not fair because
you
I know because I was in the merch tent. I wasn't even up there.
Oh,
When
yeah.
someone comes running up to me and was like, "Oh my God, I just got a text. Tony's in a fight. There's a big fight." So in my mind, if you've ever seen the show, never one-on-one. Everybody wants to jump in on that fight and have a piece of that pie. So I thought he was being jumped. You know me. I'm going to protect what's mine. I didn't think anybody had his back. So when I started running, there was a hammer on the table, and as I was full force running, I swooped that hammer up, and I was going to go up there. Anybody that had their hands on him, I was going to start cracking skulls. You're not going to jump my husband, be 10 on 1, and him not being able to defend. I will jump in. I don't give a shit. Your name means nothing to me in this business. You have a name? Great, so do I. What does your name mean more than mine? It doesn't. You put your pants on one leg at a time? Great, so do I. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care who your name is. You're not going to fuck with what's mine. Period.
Renee, I just want to go off the thing and say I sit on my bed and put both of my legs in my pants and at the same time and pull them up at the same time.
Do you lay down and take a hammer or a hanger to zip it up too? I used to have to do
No.
that.
No. I buy clothes big. Actually, they're falling off me now, so I gotta buy a new belt.
Everybody on this show,
Listen,
those are so big that I'm surprised that the pavement on the line can hold their asses.
How many do you think really's got like that lets the name get to them? I mean, do you really think a lot of them do like, or just a certain few?
There's a few.
I don't think a lot of them do. There's a couple.
There is a few.
Like, dude, we've lost friends during this deal and everything else. But here's the thing: like looking back on it, friends will never put you in a bad position. A friend will not put you in a bad position. They won't say bad shit about you. They won't treat you bad in business. They won't go against you in business. They're there to lift you, support you, and help you. So.
It seemed like your team was good early on, like you and Jim and Odom and all y'all was working together, working on combos and tunes and.
It was. And I mean, the first race, first 2 races, man, I was like, damn, dude, we got some help because I'm always the one volunteering to help everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta. He does. He helped my dad a lot. He's helped me a lot.
You know,
So
I'm always there to help.
All right, I'll take a question from the comments too.
you can help with that.
Okay, somebody said, Slinky, Justin isn't your friend. A friend wouldn't hold you up from pursuing happiness. Ask yourself this: what would Justin do if the roles were reversed?
That was a business deal. Justin.
That was a business deal. I believe Justin. The roles were reversed. And Justin had a rough patch in his life like I did, and he wanted to do the same thing. I'm honestly not sure what Justin would do. Honestly, to be completely honest, I honestly think Justin would try to move on and go to a different race team. But yet he might not. He does have integrity in some things. So it's really hard to tell with at a certain point in your life about about what he would do, about what he wouldn't do, because I'm not him. So I don't know what he would do.
I am him. I'm just kidding.
He's him. He's
Yeah.
him.
Listen, you said it, right? This was a business deal, right? You are moving on to another business. Why are you letting your friendship get in the way of a business deal? I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I understand why he did it. I understand why you did it. Whatever. Like, that's between y'all two. I'm just saying, I feel like you feel guilty over leaving, and you shouldn't. You got to do what makes you happy, regardless. At the end of the day,
So I left at a good point. We had just did the Christmas tree race. We had made 3 great passes. We had won the grudge race. We gave that small tire radial car on a radial prep, a half a second on the tree, and we cleared him at the other end. We did good. I left them on New Year's Eve night. Actually, New Year's Day. whenever I decided to fully leave. But I knew Bad Blood wasn't coming home yet. I had no idea about the pro mod. Um, I had no idea he was going to go run radials. The last thing I knew is in 3 weeks or a month, we were going to go start testing prenup. That was the last thing I knew. So I knew I had time to let him get somebody else in the door and start. And I knew he was going to do it quick too. Like that day, like I left his house at 8 a.m. on that Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was, and by 1 hour later, he was already posting, and the next day he already had 2 people. So I knew I wasn't going to leave him high and dry. Yes, he would have to train people again and get them going into his tempo and what he wants, but I didn't leave him like in the middle of the season. Just to be like, I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
You know, to where he doesn't have no one to drive the race or the merch truck and the merch trailer and stuff. I didn't leave him. I knew that he had time to replace me, and I knew he could do it fast.
I'll say this: you got a heart.
Fixable, honey. We love you.
I love you too.
That's your son-in-law.
Yeah, future son-in-law.
So what do you?
We got a son he wants to date, Mike.
Which one? We got 2 sons.
So you sticking with the same combo, same car?
Who, Slinky?
No, you.
No, you.
You.
Dumbass.
Dude, I can't afford to change my shit up. Like, I'm still working with junk that I started with in 22, 21.
Did you update
I
some
mean,
shit? Or are you just leaving
What?
it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So every year I make changes. Like here's the big deal, right? So I do have somebody that helps me out a little bit. 10 Soldiers race cars, man. Them guys are phenomenal. Because there's some shit that they do that I just can't, right?
Right.
And I rely on them for their knowledge. And so, we moved the motor back. We made just some small changes. And then we got it back here and we're able to pop like 40 pounds out of it. Just nitpicking the car to pieces. That should put us down to right at weight. The motor's not moved back. Huh?
You can go 98% this year, so overdrive.
Yeah. So, I mean, we made some changes, The bad part is, we're only going to be able to race what we can race. Once we run out of money.
So do you really think the top guys are running low 70s? I mean,
Do I think they are?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, I want to know because I watched the damn pro mod race in Florida. Tell me the difference. You're smart on this shit. I want to hear, like, you seen Justin was running like low 70s at a pro mod race. So how are we running the same numbers that those pro mod guys and being
200 pounds heavier?
Well,
heavier?
we're 200. We're 200. Huh?
We're heavier, right? That's what you're saying.
We're 200 pounds heavier.
Fucking 70. Come on. You talking about maybe the little box says that? Is that what you're saying?
I could tell you right now, there's tickets running 70s.
Maybe every once in a while. Maybe on perfect conditions. Well, how does that make sense, though? That's what I was asking you, Tony. How does that make sense? You got the pro mods down there running 60s, 70s.
So
you took the baddest NPK car, put it on the property right there. You're telling me it's going to run the same time?
I think if you don't go 70s this year, you can't be competitive.
That's what I'm confused about. Okay, y'all saying that shit, but look, we just seen the pro mod race. They're all running low 70s. Some of them was running low 60s. But
I mean, what was it? Who? Somebody won a 58, right?
Was that Mickey? Mark Mickey?
Was that Mark?
Yeah,
Mickey
Mark.
Or 57?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then all the rest of the field was pretty tight, right?
63 to 68.
From number qualified from 4 to 14 was like a 66.
Okay, but a lot of them was running low 70s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they didn't make it in the race.
I know.
They didn't make it. Yeah.
A fucking NPK car, 200 pounds heavier, and a smaller tire is running the same times. That's what I'm confused about. Like,
we're not going to be allowed 98. What were they at? 79. But if they drop to, am I wrong in saying if they drop to like 85% or 83%, they could be even lighter than that? Was that right?
So
their rules are different.
World Series of Pro Mod, you can run 92.
Right.
Well, that's what NPK was last year too, right?
Yeah.
And then it was saying like some of them was running in the 70s every time. I'm like, well, how? I just,
Oh,
man, I can see a high 70, but I heard of some of the guys saying, oh, they run a 69 or a 70 or 71.
Nah, I don't think anybody's going 60s.
That's what I heard. I heard that
I
somebody
don't
said
think
we
anybody's
always
going
hear
60s.
that bullshit, but I do believe that they're running 70s every now and then. But I think
How fast did you go in Arizona?
me?
Do you know?
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're welcome.
I don't know.
You still ain't gonna say thank you.
Yeah, I did say it.
I still
I feel like it's a lot of 75s and 77s out there, maybe like 2 or 3 cars, maybe.
Who's tuning for you this year?
I don't know yet. Trying to figure it out.
I'm just saying. I need to make.
People I'm talking to.
I need to. Damn, I wasn't good enough.
No, I didn't.
Damn.
Have time. How would you have time?
Damn, I had time to get you in. Huh?
All Tony has to do is change a jet on the top. That's all Tony's got to do.
No, hold on. I can EFI tune. I had a certain racer.
I didn't know you wanted to do it, Tony.
I had a certain racer that I know pretty good, nice guy. He couldn't hardly get past 60 feet. And then the last race, he went 2 rounds. I think he won. How many rounds did he win?
One. He got put out second round.
Who are we talking about?
You, Mike.
I'm not you.
Mike. You.
So,
Hey.
I did good sometimes. I raced my way in and won a couple rounds. Seriously, that's the thing with the team deal. I only got picked up 4 times.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
you
raced
did good
my
in
way
Tulsa.
Yeah, I raced my way in Tulsa, and then I raced my way in. Where's the other? There was another one I raced my way in too. Can't remember. So
You could have done really good.
I raced my way in twice. I was 50%.
You could have done really good if you'd stayed away from Lizzie.
Oh yeah.
Golly.
Hey, I'm gonna save that. I'll save
Man.
that shit for another podcast when I get my shit working right.
I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, you said nothing was off limits.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save all that stuff for another podcast after the show airs.
He said after you can't talk no more shit, Tony.
Yeah.
That's when I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
I still got to fix some stuff on this, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and close this up. I just wanted to talk about the drama, and then we're going to go into this season 7. You plan on? I mean, I'm trying to run a full season. Money's tight over here with me, so I don't know. We're going to see. I need sponsors, so anybody out there needs to help me. I need some help.
Dude, I'm hitting the ground running hard, but like,
We all need
so
sponsors.
I know we'll hit the East Coast for sure, right?
Yeah.
But dude, I'll just be honest. I don't know if I have the money to go out west.
You gonna make it in Seattle?
No,
Washington?
Tony's
like,
that guy that always finds a way, and that's like
Listen.
me. We always find a way.
hey, I try.
If there's
Like
a will, there's a way, So
I don't quit, right? But the problem is last year we had a major issue we did not know about. It kept blowing motors up, breaking blocks. A couple of them catastrophic that we couldn't fix, and that literally cost me over $400,000 last year.
yeah.
So
I don't
I'm
even
like,
tell you how much I spent too.
dude, I how do you recover from that in such a short time and then hit a schedule like that again?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what a lot of professional drivers came to me. They said, they were like, that doesn't even look fun. The schedule doesn't look fun because it's so tight. You want to have time to do anything.
It's
Man.
You got 10 races in 12 weeks.
Hey, I realized when it was it's a TV show first, so a lot of them guys are there just for the TV show and ratings because I see some of them coming. They just don't, they're not even there to compete. They're there just to show up for the show.
Well,
They're there to do this.
yeah.
Like the 4th race in is what, Missouri? I think the 4th race in is Missouri. Is that right?
Yeah.
So like I'll miss that one. We didn't have a schedule, and I'm putting on a race. Like I'm putting on a badass. It's a small tire race, and it's luck of the draw, and you're running like for a lottery, right?
Right.
And there's going to be so many payouts. It's ridiculous. Nobody's ever staged a race like this.
You say
But
look at the draw.
I-
What do you mean though? Like they draw like fucking. You said something
Oh,
about
it's-
giving out
it's-
random money to
it-
racers.
No. So it's luck of the draw. So we're bringing in 128 small tire racers. Okay.
Right.
And then when they
Wow.
get there, there's a class running for 20,000, a class running for 10,000. All right. When they get there, they don't know what they're running for because it's only a $250 entry. When they get there, we draw out of a bucket. All right, you run for 20. All right, you run for 10. You run for 20. You run for 10. So we fill both fields, right? First round losers go into an automatic free $5,000 race. Okay.
Right.
During that, we're going to pay back to the semis. We're going to pull lottery tickets. We're going to pull 2 racers out of the bucket at the end of the night that are going to get the race for $5,000. Just random racers. You know what I mean? So like we're going to give back.
It could be the winner or the loser of the first round is what you're saying. It could be anybody.
Right. Yeah, it could be anybody.
Oh wow.
That's
So
how you
we're
keep the
just
crowd around.
So we're literally going to keep the crowd involved. We're going to give out lottery tickets to the crowd so they can get money and win money. We're going to do shit for the kids. Like this is probably the biggest payout race per capita because of all the people we're paying back to.
Right.
Like, and I already scheduled this. I scheduled this
on
month.
that race. You're for sure. You
Oh yeah. Dude, this right here means something to me because I want to be able to get back. We're bringing in some veterans. We're bringing in some special needs
Who's
kids.
all helping you promote that race? Anybody else or just,
Ohio Grudge Racing, Josh Robinson and Ohio Grudge Racing. So we're literally bringing in everybody and giving something back.
Well, that sounds like an awesome deal. If somebody wanted to find info out about that, what are they, just Facebook page or what?
They can go to the Facebook page called Luck of the Draw. Ohio Grudge Racing has done a very, very. I joined with him. He's a good friend of mine, and he's done a hell of a job promoting it.
Yeah, his podcast. His mic would work on his podcast.
No, he don't use the 12-year-old's app.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that shit. I gotta fix it. See, the dude that was helping me set this up was a younger guy, so that's why we went with Discord because we couldn't figure it out. So, but anyways, I still got a lot of work to do on it.
That's all right. Hey, you know what? You push through
somewhere.
It, man.
Yeah.
I'll say this about the people that we race with: they don't quit. Most of them dig and dig and dig, and where everybody else would give up. That's one thing I like about what we do is, and I'll give this to Justin, and I understand what you meant, Slinky. Justin has a work ethic.
He does.
Right?
Yes.
Like, it's hard to find. And I'll be honest, I'm like, I pride myself that nobody can outwork me. Man, that kid's got a work ethic. Like,
yes.
I watch him, and I'm like, God, dog, he don't quit. And for that, man, I commend the shit out of him for that.
Got a lot of passion.
I mean, even with everything that's going on, the non-compete, him not lifting and stuff, I still want to see him succeed because I have been friends with him for so long. So at the end of the day, I've seen him put blood, sweat, tears into this program. I want to see his program succeed and go on and get bigger and just do whatever he can to never give up and just to keep chasing that dream because he's going to do it eventually. If he keeps at it and keep at it, he's going to do it.
And honestly, I want to see, so I'm the type of guy, I don't care if I like you if I don't. I want to see you win, right? I want to see you win because then that drives me to be a better tuner, better racer, better builder, better everything, right? So then when I'm racing you and I beat you, like everybody thought it was silly when I beat Ryan or when I beat Kai or when I beat Lizzie, like it got me in my emotions.
Did you guess?
Because those are the people.
Yeah, somebody asked in the chat how bad do you think Ryan Martin was when you beat him?
Did you?
Oh, he was pissed.
Did you guess?
No.
Yeah, I heard he was pissed. He said you guessed.
No, Renee.
Oh, here's the deal, right? We get to the end of the line, right? And I beat him. And I was like, and I'm sitting here playing at my head, right? Because my top bulb was flickering where it had rolled in a little bit deep. The trans brake rocked. And I'm like, man, I might have let go a little bit early. And that's what I said to him, right? And I'm just trying to play it through my head. Like, I'm so excited all these emotions are going through. And I go back and I look at it. That dude was just dead late. But he was mad. He flat told me, he was like, well, I don't think that's a win. You cheated. That's not drag racing. And had I been a little bit quicker and not in my emotions, I would have said, hey, well, then give Kai and give Jim their wins back because you cheated on them. You didn't really beat them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
Me and Ryan had words on the line
Renee,
about that. But like I said, he's a cool dude. He gave me a hug and he told me he respected me because, I called him out on all the bullshit.
God.
Turn your mic on.
Don Will asks, has anybody looked into the No Prep Wars NPK rules?
That's Larry Jeffers' deal.
Yes. Yeah. I've looked into it.
Or are they resembling No Prep Kings, or do you not know?
They're resembled a little bit. I haven't actually looked so far into it. I kind of thought it was like a run what you brung on big tires. But also
20,000 to win over there. First race is coming up in April, I think, in Alabama.
Yep.
April.
And there's only 6. it's 6 races in 6 months.
Yeah,
Right.
he said he didn't do it to compete with No Prep Kings and Sam and all that deal. He done it to for the people that couldn't afford to make all the races and wanted to have another
Yeah.
series. I mean, he didn't mean to try to compete with No Prep Kings. He's doing.
I mean,
trying to go on the dates that we're not racing and have another place to race for the people that can't afford to go out west, or the west can't afford to go out east. You know, so that's what he did it for.
I know a couple of racers that are going to race it, and they're pretty excited about it. It's going to be a tough field over there
Better
too,
not say their
because
name.
now you got the I'm not. So you know, you've got people that can compete, but they can't have to compete at every race, so they're not going to show up. But they're going to be strong competitors there.
Right. So Derek is helping me, like I said, this year, and he's going to be like sort of helping me on the car and media, but more on the car. Sort of like what you did, Slinky. If you had some advice to give him, if you had some advice to give Derek up there, you know, you have any advice? And Tony and Renee.
No.
So all of you, this is his first full year in NPK, but he's been around.
Pay
this race his whole
attention.
life.
Hey, just come to my pit. I'll feed you. I'll give you something to drink. I'll take care of you, sweetie. I got you.
There we go. We got to add the mama on the track.
Until she brings that hammer out if you say something wrong.
Yeah. Derek, pay attention to what Mike teaches you, or what his dad teaches you.
And
You can learn and Randall, you can learn a lot from everybody. I mean, even going and talking to other people, other pit crews, you can learn a lot just from that, and you can learn you can learn different ways of doing things that make it easier on you, instead of if you figured out one way about how to do it, and then now you figured out a different way that's easier from somebody else. Just pay attention and put all the tools back.
What's the hardest thing?
Oh yeah, that's my number one pet peeve. I can't stand tools everywhere.
What's the hardest?
I can't
thing
do that.
Like a crew guy, Slinky. What did you find the hardest struggle of running that 15, 16, 17 race, going from east to west, back to east? You know, what was the hardest thing? Was it the travel, the breaking down of traveling? Was it the racing? Was it in between? What was the hardest?
It was his gag reflex.
So, over here at Justin's camp last year, and they've never dealt with this either, so it was kind of hard for all of us. It was going out first round a lot, and then packing up and traveling 32 hours from here to here,
But you didn't give
and working on our program, and then putting our everything we had into it, and then going out first round again, and then going from Ohio to over here, going to third round. Our spirits are up. You know, we made it a couple rounds. You know, we got something figured out to go to the next race and go out first round. That's the hardest thing. It's not the working on the car, the traveling. The biggest part is your hopes. You get your hopes up when you start doing good, that you're not ready for the downfall of it.
All right.
You know what you do?
Right.
You just do what Mike does. You just do what Mike does.
What does he do?
What's that?
You go out first round every time.
Oh,
I didn't. Here's the deal. I didn't even get a chance to go out the fucking first round.
No,
I
listen.
can't remember my favorite memory with Mike when he was racing.
Do you know
My favorite memory with Mike when he was racing.
Do y'all,
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know, but I won a fucking race last year at Street Outlaws.
yeah, you
Yeah.
did. You
the
won
very first
Arizona.
one. No, I won the first. I won a race.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
I won the futures.
Yeah.
Granted, there was 5 of us, I think. But hey, guess who was in that? Guess who was in that? And guess who I beat final round? I don't care that he had problems. Clay Cole.
Yeah, he had problems. Yeah.
And-
Who?
yeah, I beat Clay Cole.
Mhm.
But he had problems.
What about the bump
But
start
I
win
was
and Galat?
undefeated. I was undefeated running Clay. I run Clay 3 times last year. I beat him in Tulsa too. He had problems, but I beat him.
Listen, I don't think anybody raced their way in more than Tony. That's why he got
Hey.
that special trophy.
He
Hey,
got that trophy. He was racing
Tony won more races on Friday nights than anybody all year.
He probably did. other than Kai or like Ryan Martin on grade 8, but
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying about.
What do you think they're going to do for Friday night this year?
Shootout.
Grudge,
I think they'll keep the. I think they'll keep the grade 8.
They got
Or
to do
they'll have a
something.
shootout. What
They gotta
did?
have
What
a
did they
shootout.
do in Arizona? What do they do in Arizona?
I wish they would bring that team attack thing back and have us do our own teams. Why can't
Nah.
like me, Tony, and say B-Red.
Well, I feel like that's what people gonna do anyways. There's gonna be people behind the scenes that's gonna be teaming up. You're gonna have people out there to be buddy and help each other out and try to race and break it down.
We build our own teams again and do team attack like they did that one year.
You don't think the 405 is going back together?
Yeah.
You don't think the 405 is going to be Team Cali?
Will the Dean's
list
go back together, Tony?
Oh, well, the Dean's list, yeah.
Will the Dean's list come back together, you think?
Dean might go back together, but that's about it.
Shit. But don't you think?
God.
I think that the team attack was better than the grade
8. There was more racing, I believe.
Yeah, but I think
like actual like grudge.
Team attack and like add some more. I don't know. The only thing I didn't like about it, people didn't take it as serious. If they would make it more of a serious team attack, to where it was like a lot of, maybe points and money at the end or something like that.
So they did the team attack where they, if you won it, you got points added to your Saturday total, not with the team thing last year in the grade 8 where it was an individual championship.
I think they should do like a team of 3 on Friday night. You can only have 3 people.
Everybody
that's how it was years ago.
No, like
it was like that like a couple years back.
You can only have 3 or 4 on a team. You have to make teams for Friday night, and you'd only have 3 or 4. Like if 405 want to do it, they would have to split up into 2 405s.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something different. So I was just curious what y'all think that would be good on Friday.
Wait, Mike, let me get your opinion. You said they split up in 2 405s. Now is there an A and a B team? So tell me who would be on the A and who would be on the B.
Doc would be the captain of B team. And Ryan obviously would be captain of A team. Reaper, I don't know. He would.
I like Reaper. Not what
Reaper too, but I called him out last year and made a video, and he got pissed off about it.
No, I like Reaper, man. I got to talk to him a lot this year. And actually became a good fan of his.
He's
just like you ever seen the movie? I can't remember what it is. It says just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean that you're a bad guy. You know what I'm talking about? The TV portrayed him to be a bad guy, but he's actually a really cool guy.
He's got to put that character on now, is what you're saying on social media and TV, and I get it, I understand, but be tough to do all.
Vice versa, there's a lot of good guys, there's bad guys behind the camera.
That's right.
You ain't shitting.
Exactly. Yeah.
You ain't shitting.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot.
They live near you or what?
There's just a lot.
Where, I mean, who?
Yeah. Is that a different video? That's a different video.
So,
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get this podcast stuff situated better, and we'll do another show when I get it better. So, is there anything we forgot to talk about, Renee, that you wanted to talk about?
No.
Well, let me check for questions one more time.
Listen.
Oh yeah, check questions.
No.
Ask for questions.
Stabbed in the back.
Renee?
I've been stabbed in the back. I've been lied to my face. I have been treated like shit. People that I love dearly have betrayed me. And I'm done this year. I'm done.
So, like,
you want to come for me? You better bring your army, because I got rooms full of bad bitches, and I ain't fucking playing this year. I'm just done.
Hey, you tell him, sis. You tell him.
I am.
Outlaws have got the girlfriends and wives. They got their little cliques and stuff. Are you still in a clique?
No.
You're out of the clique?
Who's that?
What?
Well, I mean, a lot of you have cliques. I've noticed. Like, y'all go out to
Listen,
dinner, y'all go to drinks, and
I get along.
It's ever they need their own show.
Except for one. I get along with everybody except for one, and that's it.
We don't need to mention names. I'm not going to ask the name. We don't do that.
Listen, here's what I'll tell you is sometimes people need you, right? Well, when their need for you changes, so does their attitude towards you. So we've learned that the hard way, right?
The loyalty changes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this year, like, it's gonna be hard pressed for real for me to get me to help anybody, because I got burnt too many times. There's a couple guys that right now, dude, for some reason they try to hold a halo above their head, and they're a piece of shit off camera. So
I get it.
Hey, it is what it is. So
is your crew guy?
Go ahead, Slink.
Is your crew guy coming back? Tony?
Yeah.
Doug?
Doug, yeah. Man, Doug was cool. Doug is cool.
Doug's been a good friend, man. He's actually he's rapping now at All Star. He's the head rapper.
Oh yeah,
Really?
so new business.
Oh, hey, a head rapper, right?
Yeah.
Head rapper.
So him and Rob are rapping. They'll rap. I'll fly them. I'll drive wherever and then fly them in. They'll crew and then I'll fly them home on Sunday, so they're not burnt out because they got to work all week.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so they get to go home.
And even Slinky. So obviously that was my first season last year. I'll get a little bit of airtime because of the situation I was in. So is it weird seeing yourself on TV and then going back and seeing the same people you were talking shit about? Because everyone talks a little shit on that camera. I'm telling you, they do. Is it weird going back and being around them? I mean, do the drivers and people in there are like, oh, it's just the show? I mean, do you think of it that way, like a little smack talk here and there? Or do you get pissed off?
So I try not to. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm going to say something to somebody, I'll say it to them as well as the camera. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I try not to. I try not to do that.
But you know,
however,
you know how they are. They try to pry it out of you. And like, I mean,
yeah, but I mean,
like,
you know what?
Tony,
Listen,
I just told him that I'm gonna outrun you this next fucking round, fucking idiot.
Listen, at the end of the day, though, it's up to you to say something or not. That's not.
I know.
You know what I mean? I know they know everything that's going on. They hear us. We're all mic'd up, whatever. But at the end of the day, what you say is on you. You're the one held accountable for it.
Do you think there's actually somebody monitoring all of us, even off camera, just our audio, just to hearing what we say to see where the drama's at?
Yes. Whenever you are mic'd up.
You are mic'd up, and they hear everything you say.
And they hear like they're, oh shit, there's something going over here. There's something going in Justin and Slinky's pig. Get over there.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, they're gonna stay with where we at then. We're gonna bring all the entertainment this year.
They caught me beating it up one night. You know what I'm
saying? Hey, so my favorite thing is whenever whenever you draw chips, you go for first round or something like that. Say Mike and Tony draw each other, and Mike's like, oh yeah, I'm finna put Tony down in his place, and it gets gapped. And then they're like, man, we tried our best. We don't know. That's the best. That's the funniest thing to watch on TV. Is when they talk shit before the race, and then lose.
Yeah.
No, that sucks because I've done that.
Yeah, I've done that too. But they asked me why that they thought Justin should pick me up in place of Tony or something on TV, and I told you that what I said. I said I thought my car was running better than yours at that time because that's when you was blowing up motors.
Man,
I told you that though. I wanted you to know that's
rough.
what I did.
Mike, let me ask you a question.
In the middle of the season, like at Tulsa and a little bit more, it was running good.
Mike, let me ask you this question.
Tuned it for you.
No, that was the last race.
Mike, you made the trip from Tulsa to Idaho. How was that trip?
Tulsa to Idaho?
Yeah, Tulsa to Idaho. How was your Idaho experience?
Where are you going with this? I had a great time in Idaho. What do you mean?
Did you have a great time? You had a great time in there?
Yeah, Idaho was nice.
What happened?
Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask Mike and Tony a question? As y'all been drivers and racing in NPK?
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like y'all should be involved in picking out a schedule as far as like where y'all racing at? Do y'all feel like y'all should be involved in it?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, listen, there's promoters, there's racers.
Promoters
right?
and business people.
Well, the only reason why I asked that is because, like a lot of racers be like, okay, well, we're racing on the East Coast and we got to go all the way back to the West Coast, but they expect us to be back on the East Coast in a week, That's the only reason why I'm asking.
But they have people that say, okay, this is a good place to be at this time of year. It's when it's going to draw the most crowd. This is where this is going to be the most, this time of year. That's up to them. I don't want no part of that. They've done a killer job in bringing people in, keeping people involved. I'll tell you right now, if I left NPK tomorrow, I ain't got a bad word to say about NPK and Street Outlaws as a brand. They've done great. These people have done a killer job. It's not on me to ask for it'd be like going to your boss and saying, hey, I need this or I'm leaving. I need this or I'm leaving. You know what I mean? You don't do that because you're not going to get that. The boss will tell you, all right, don't let the door hit you. I'm a businessman and I understand how all this works. That's not on me. My job is to show up and perform. That's my job.
Some Frank guy, Frank Reinbolt, I think, asked what happened to Disco and Tony's podcast. What happened?
It wasn't cool enough for him. I'll just leave it at that.
God.
What did y'all call it?
What do you think we called it? We think we
I
call
don't
it
even remember.
Disco.
the Dean's List
Oh,
podcast.
the Dean's
Dean's
List.
List.
The Dean's
podcast.
List podcast.
Is that why your mic's
Huh.
pink and your chair's pink?
Listen. I built all
This was
this.
Dean's
I
chair,
built all
yeah.
this, and it was supposed to be.
This was a $1,000 room that we built.
It was just supposed to be a combined effort, and then
Did he come there and do it, or did he come there and do it?
Yeah.
he did.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
would cook dinner every week.
he did. But then, listen,
for
we
all
just
of us.
people drift apart. Things happen. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Eventually, it'll all come out. Eventually,
Hey,
it
man,
will all come out.
Dean is a hard person for me to read. I like him. I get along with him.
Yeah.
But I can't read him. I can't read him, man. I don't know if he's mad,
No, 'cause-
happy,
Exactly.
wanna talk to me, don't want to talk to me. I know he's got a lot going on, just like you do. I mean, but like, fuck, I can't read him. It's like, does he like me? Does he want to talk to me? Then there's days he's like fucking cool as hell. Then there's days like he just like snubs you. I'm like, what happened? Like, I don't know. Maybe he's just got a lot on it, on this plate. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying he's hard to read. So
One thing I've learned is never deal with money with some of these guys.
Never.
Never.
well,
Never. I'm not pointing out no names. I'm just telling you, don't deal with money with some of these guys. Ever.
yeah.
Mm.
Lot of
will
trade
lose.
deals, or a lot of let me hold
You
this
will-
for a
I'm
minute,
just-
I'll get you in a couple of races, and can I
I'm
borrow
just
this
saying-
card?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, don't do it.
Yeah, but you
You
hear a
will
lot of
lose.
that. You hear the guys on TV. They're at the end. You're like, we're all a brotherhood. If somebody needs a rod or somebody needs a piston, we'll give it to them. I mean, that kind of shit. I think people replace, right? Like, is that what you're going with this? Or
You're a brotherhood if it benefits somebody. But as long as it don't benefit nobody, then you ain't no brotherhood.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like paying your union dues. Stop paying your union dues one time. Watch what happens.
you out?
They don't love you no more. You know what I'm
That's,
saying?
I mean, honestly, NPK sort of like that. You're in or you're out. There's a lot of guys, such as my dad and a few other people that run there that's like not in the clique.
But NPK's not like
love your
that.
dad.
NPK's
He's so
not like
sweet.
that.
He is.
People are like that.
Huh?
NPK is great, but people are like that.
Right.
So like you don't
I'm
have
just referring to it as
you don't have
NPK.
well, you don't have a bad NPK experience. You have a bad people experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I've noticed
like,
one thing. I've noticed one thing about last year. If you're good for TV and you're good for ratings, and they think that the camera's going to be on you for something, there's a lot of people going to be hanging around you during that time.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
During that time.
Yeah.
And then when you're not good no more, when you're not good no
I did
more,
my
it's
first
over.
interview. I did my first interview with our production.
yeah.
He's not very happy with it, but
The Alabama race.
came to me and
Alabama.
and I asked him. I asked, yes.
I fucked up. I fucked up and told her I was like, "You do you." I wasn't gonna tell her what to do, what she could or couldn't do.
I
Oh
said-
God, you messed up, Tony.
I know.
And listen,
When I saw her talking with her hands and her head bobbing, I knew it was over.
and I'll stand by every word I said. I will stand by every word I said in that interview. I promise you.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna.
Do y'all
hurt.
think that by people not saying what has happened with the show not being aired yet will like change people's moods and egos towards people during the season?
No.
Like, say for instance that whatever you said in that interview, when it airs out and whoever you was talking to see that video, how you think they're gonna react to
We're
it?
going to be
I
racing
don't
when this shit's
care.
aired.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, yeah.
I do not care. The people that I was talking about in my interview had me so upset and so pissed off, and I still feel the same way today that I did then. So everything that I said in that interview, I will stand by.
No, see, I'll say something when I'm mad and then go
Nope.
back and feel bad for it.
I
She'll
don't.
say something and
Renee's
be
going
like,
to go out of this world swinging. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, you
her
will.
last breath, she's going to be cussing and swinging.
"Yes."
Listen,
She's a
I've
fighter.
had people
She's,
hurt me, literally break my heart and hurt me, that I thought people that they loved me, and they stabbed me in the back.
right. It hurts.
And I'm going to leave those wounds open just a little bit because I'm not going to give people a second chance anymore for them to continue to hurt me and lie about me and talk about me. I'm done.
And
I
you-
can't do this anymore.
The way, and I don't know. I can
What?
understand. You can't deal with the backstab and the line. The people that you thought was loyal to you that wasn't, and I get it.
Exactly.
I
Like,
understand.
you know who's loyal to you?
Huh?
Oh shit.
Yourself.
You
You're
know
only
who's-
loyal to yourself. Trust me.
Yep, that's true.
Because none of these people out here have your back.
Only person
They
loyal
will
in my
talk
case is
about you.
Jesus.
They will lie to you.
That's my loyal person, Jesus. But anyways,
Listen,
Like, can you introduce her to him?
yeah,
She needs him.
yeah. You need
If I love-
God, please.
Renee. You need
if I
Jesus.
love you, I've got you. If I love you, I've got you. If I love you, I'm
Yeah,
loyal.
but
I'm the most
what
loyal
about if,
person
like, you say you
ever,
like me or
ever
whatever,
lived.
and then you hear someone that said that I said something, but it got twisted up 7 times by the time it got to you? Because
Hey,
I
but
know,
what-
I know
No,
you,
no,
were,
I didn't come
you was
asking you.
involved in a lot of that stuff, that talk that I think that was with me and the relationship drama bullshit too. You remember? Like a lot of people was
Really?
asking. Yeah, I think they was asking you about me.
Oh, about the ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well,
No,
and
I'm
I
talking
never
about, like,
said
the relationship
anything.
drama,
I
you
was
know,
like,
with-
I've heard that, but that's on you, dude. That's not me. It ain't none of my business. I don't go talking about that. Like I said, I'm a loyal person. If you come to me and say, please don't say anything, I will take your secrets to the grave. Do I not?
Most of them. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, Anal Annie, calm down, buddy.
I love you, Slinky.
I'm gonna
I
force
love
it
you too,
in.
Renee.
I don't know what I'm gonna look like.
Yeah.
With that. I don't know what that's gonna make me look like. The show with all that shit.
Player, baby, player. They don't hate the player, hate the
Yeah,
game.
Whatever. All right, y'all getting tired?
Karen makes me look
Hey,
Yeah. Hey.
wait till you see what I post.
What?
Mm.
Huh?
About what? Your deal?
Magic Mike.
Magic
Mike.
Oh my God.
I just got a meme played out for you too. Watch.
Do you really think they're going to show a lot of that?
I'm
Oh.
gonna
They'd
push
have to,
for
I
it.
guess.
I hope
They did a big interview up in the RV, and they like there was like 3 or 4 races strong.
It really depends. It depends on how she's doing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So I think there's going to be some stuff coming to play. Hey, look.
Oh my God. Oh, it's
Can
just
they edit
Derek.
that like at the last minute, like the week before? If they,
I'm back, y'all.
You think
My
they can
laptop's
edit
down.
like that?
They can take out whatever they want.
Right.
I pray for just one certain little piece of
Shut up.
footage that they show so that I can prove somebody wrong for lying to my face. And that's in Alabama. I'm praying for it. Please show this, and then I'm gonna say,
Mm.
oh, I'm going for it.
Yeah, I'm about to say
I'm
this
going
Apple,
for it.
this Apple computer's supposed to be better.
That's what she sounds like when she got to poop.
Mm. All right.
All right, guys. We're gonna close this up. You got any more questions or anything? Anybody want to say anything before we close it up?
Mike, stay gay. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks
trying,
for
man.
coming, Mike.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this one thing before I head out.
Show us the titty.
Yeah, we want to see
So
Ted.
hold on. I'm gonna let y'all have this one last thing to everyone watching and everything. You may see me. You probably will see me this year. Couple races, maybe all of them. I'm not sure yet, but you will be seeing Slinky. This is not the last of me.
Hey,
I love
Slinky,
you.
you need to get a
So-
shirt.
We love you, buddy. I hope I see you at every race.
Slinky, you need,
I'll be.
you need to get a shirt that's like
Slinky
your
be
emoji
there
on it.
beside me. Slinky be beside me.
Slinky needs a
I'm
shirt.
getting hashtag free Slinky shirts.
Free
Hey,
Slinky.
I'm gonna get a shirt. Listen. Oh, I'm getting a shirt that says Slinky. It's good for a girl or a boy.
I want to appreciate everyone that come on here and watched. I really thank you guys. I think we're live on Facebook, YouTube. Thought we was live on Kick, but we got Derek Stokes up in the top left corner with Racing Vids, Instagram. Tony McKinney, bottom right. Slinky. You got a page yet under Slinky?
Yeah, not my Facebook. My Instagram is Slinky, and my TikTok is Slinky as well.
It's just Slinky?
Just Slinky.
I don't
Send
know.
me
I don't know what my
Slinky.
handles are, dude. I don't know. I'm not that
you
deep
need to get
into
better
it.
at that.
I'm
I'll
not
get
saying
better at
like you
showing
do
you.
if you get just Slinky.
What is your Facebook page, Tony? Tony McKinney, Novocaine?
Driver.
My Facebook, Tony McKinney driver.
Okay.
Hey, McKinney don't follow me back on Instagram. I guess I won't famous yet.
Hey, you not friends with
Derek.
him on Instagram?
Derek, what is my Instagram?
Let me see.
It's like Slinky752.
Yeah, Slinky752. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
That
guys.
is.
Y'all
Hey,
say-
Slinky752.
Hey, can y'all help me do a meme? I want to take a Slinky and put Clay Cole on one side, Justin on the other, and his face on the Slinky, and let them pass it back.
God, no,
Yeah, we'll make that meme. tonight.
man.
Hey, Derek, we'll make that meme tonight.
We
I
can make
better
it
hope I don't figure that
I
shit
can make
out.
it if I can get a follow back.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get up pretty early. It's 10 o'clock here, so
It's 11 here. So.
Man.
All right, Tony.
yeah.
All right, so
Well,
I'll be good.
Thanks for coming on, Sling.
All right,
Thanks,
y'all.
Tony, Renee.